Waste those days, was I spared by grace? I'm pressing every key. I stayed at home tonight to try my hand at a poem, and all the words were right, but now they're flickering off and on. She's out on the boardwalk feeling the wind. I interrupt. I'll play with fire, but I'm losing the sun. It's not enough. She's on the run. Don't let it drift away. I didn't have my guitar plugged in, by the way. Before seeing the shore, the words were ringing out, but I was ready by the door. I've been all over the world. I'll be stuck here a while, and there's a dream downriver or somewhere different, but I think I'm losing the tide. She's out on the boardwalk feeling the wind. I interrupt. I'll play with fire, but I'm losing the sun. It's not enough. She's on the run. I saw St. John, he held out his hand. I'm barely walking, I feel your demands. Oh, give my regards to the fading minds going in and out in a sea of crowds. I'm talking in circles, I'm coloring rhymes. Whoa. I saw St. John, he held out his hand. I'm barely walking, I feel your demands. Oh, give my regards to the fading minds going in and out in a sea of crowds. I'm talking in circles, I'm coloring rhymes. Thank you so much. My name's Ian Illig. These are some of my best friends behind me, and we dropped an album this morning, and we'd love to play the whole damn thing for you tonight, if that's okay. This next one's called Sleeping. With you, fragrant memories I can't lose, tear my mind in two, give half to me and half right back to you. Then I rode home, I can't see no more. Stained glass windows and broke down front doors. Time moves on, and I'm sleeping. There's a free man running through my skin. Give me one thing I can hold on to. Just a sunrise, a paint cans, a coast to California in my head. Then I rode home, I can't see no more. Stained glass windows and broke down front doors. Then I rode home, I can't see no more. Stained glass windows and broke down front door. Oh. This next one is a song called Spirits. I co-wrote it with a very good friend of ours, Logan Hendrickson. Logan's in the house somewhere. Listen to his podcast, Beer Without a Buzz. Great. And by co-wrote, I mean Logan really was the heart and soul behind this, and I threw like a little lemon zest on at the end. But yeah, I love this one, Logan. Thanks for writing it. My hands are shaking, my mouth my enemy. I feel my freedom cracking down beneath my feet. I am petrified of all my friends calling me out. There's no peace and quiet by myself or in a crowd. I am poor in spirit, but I don't feel like it's heaven's home. I'm just crawling backwards, trying to stay out of my hole. Her eyes tell stories of pushing me around, and she's got me feeling like a drop could make me drown. I'm only folding when nothing around me's dry, feeding my hunger with the rain, but not the sky. I am petrified of all my friends calling me out. There's no peace and quiet by myself or in a crowd. I am poor in spirit, but I don't feel like it's heaven's home. I'm just crawling backwards, trying to stay out of my hole. She's not my maker, she's not even my muse, so I'll keep walking out till I wear down my shoes. Thank you much. Thank you, Santa, for being here, driving all this way. Y'all, I have been thinking about this moment for a few months now, like this exact moment. 4 songs in, a lot of friendly faces in the crowd, a lot of people I don't know. Before we go any further, I just was blown away by both of those sets. Antlerhead, give it up for Ty and the gang. They were incredible. And Public Universal Friend, we have a lot of friends in both of these bands. Jody and her clan are just legends, and they're both doing amazing things in Indy. My hope was so many people would come here and be like, all 3 of these bands are from Indianapolis? Are you kidding me? Like, this place, we're on the scene, okay? You know, like Indy's got a lot brewing right now, so. But I've been thinking a lot about, what I could possibly say to add to the noise of the last few years, And one thing that has been on my heart, and really why I wanted to do this show, to be honest, like, the music is fun, and the album, like, we put so much work into it, and we hope you like it. There's just this sense of, like, I I wanted to be part of like getting everybody into a room for the first time in a long time, to remember what experiencing something live together really is like, not through a screen, but really like allowing it to move you in a way that's not logical or rational, but is something you just have to respond to. And one thing that I've realized about myself after being like, and I think we can all probably say this, like in our own way, kind of, I've been knocked on my ass like more times than I can count in the last couple of years. And yeah, I've just realized, like, speaking for myself, and you fill in if this feels like you too, but like, I just feel like I'm so correct about everything. Like, I am just right about every move to make on how to handle a pandemic, like politics, like you name it. I just feel like I'm the center of the universe. And I think sometimes you have to look a lot of people in the eye to realize there's not a single one of us who's the center of the universe, you know? We all have a different story of how we got here tonight, and how we became who we are. And so this next song is the title track off of Almanac, and it's really about, you know, the first time I feel like I tried to really walk in someone else's shoes, and, you know, in conflict, a lot of times it's so easy to start from like I'm obviously right, they're wrong, like let's wash our hands and move on. But the more you sit with it, if you're open to it, there's a lot more for you to learn than maybe even for the other person who wronged you. So this is about that. I was looking forward underneath the cataract, seeing now is easier. You stole my 20s, I want those back. And my friends hardly know what's really on my mind. My friends hardly know what you're hiding. All this time I was missing in the almanac, and you broke me to pieces, but I caught the past. And I'll head back to work in the morning, but tonight it's sinking in. I was just a passenger. Never mind the weather map. Oh, several days later on, oh, you drove without me. I let you wreck. All this time I was missing in the almanac, and you broke me to pieces, but I caught the past. And I'll head back to work in the morning, but tonight tonight. It's sinking in. Thank you so much. Caleb Schoberg on lead guitar over here. All right. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Does anybody need anything? Snacks? I don't know. Turn the guitars up. Jacob? Do it. Just kidding. Can I play a couple acoustic for you? All right. So, my guess is most people here, unless you're a family member or a friend, you're probably like, what the heck is this music gonna sound like? Like, who is this guy? Who are these people? So, I'm gonna back up all the way to the first time I ever sang in front of anybody, maybe even myself. I was on a cruise ship for my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary, both of which are here tonight. If we want to give it up, my grandfather turned 90 last year. My grandmother is in her 30s. I don't know how. She looks so good. And yeah, so there was karaoke night. I had the exact, even though I was like in 8th grade, I had the exact same voice that I have today, which is lower than average. So I sang this Johnny Cash song, and I figured I'd play it for you tonight, because it sounded fun. I haven't played in a while, so. Is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring, bound by wild desire. I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Give it up for my grandparents. Thank you for coming here. Legends, absolute legends. All right, so this next one, earlier this year, is kind of a long backstory, but it starts with, I borrowed my uncle, who's also here, my uncle's Ford Transit, which is like a Sprinter van. People live out of them, they're furnished. I borrowed it for a few months, drove around, and had no plan. This was a week in the making, like the whole plan. So I figured I'd just go ahead and drive south. I was like, it's February, I'm just gonna head to Texas. Like, never spent much time there. The very next week turned out to be the worst snowstorm in Central Texas in 40 years. So here I am in a van, my car, like using propane to stay warm. I am, my carbon monoxide detector's going off. I end up staying in a friend's living room. Her entire ceiling comes crashing to the ground because her pipes burst. It was a mess. So also, so that was like this chaotic thing. 4 days later, my dad had a heart attack. And he is also here tonight, but he shouldn't be. It's an absolute miracle that my dad survived. Look up a widowmaker heart attack. It's no good. So I'm so thankful Ed Illig is in the house tonight. Like, truly can't put it into words. And I also want to just acknowledge how much more often that story ends a different way, and just encourage everyone to like spend time with the people you love. You never know what's going to happen. And so one other thing in this van, because you're basically just like observing yourself like the whole time. Like, you're by yourself, you're observing yourself, and I was following the patterns going on in my brain, and I realized like when my mind is at rest, I spend so much time not with what's going on in front of me, but like what might happen in the future. Like a place I could live, a new career, a relationship, like whatever. Like, my mind just goes there most of the time. And I realized, like, will be the most hippie thing I say tonight, but just like picturing like why I do that, because there's nothing wrong with dreaming. Like, dreams are meant to be chased and all that stuff, but for me it was really more about escaping the present than it was about, fulfilling any particular dream. And I realized, like, there's nothing real about the future. Like, and just stick with me here. Like, the future that you have in your mind is a maybe. Like, it could happen, it could not, but the thing right in front of you right now, like being here with your friends, enjoying live music, like this is a sure shot. And by the time you get to that future, it's gonna be the present again. So I'm just coming out of that. I was like, we have this record to release. Why don't we just book the damn Vogue and make it happen? I called up Jody from Public Universal Friend, and then Ty from Antlerhead, and we're just having a blast. The last few months have been fun. So thank you so much for sticking with me. Someone in the crowd is like, gosh, every single time, like, somebody just talks for 5 minutes straight, and it's like, I hate concerts, so I'm gonna stop for that. But I wrote this song based on that. It's the first time I've ever played it in front of anybody. On my own, I'm in my head, and I get stressed about what's next. And some days end up good, and some days end up bad, but I end up a prisoner, unsatisfied with what I have. But I left the future behind me, and the air became the breath I needed. I saw a radiant sunrise when I dared to look beyond my own eyes. In the infinite, it dwells within a seed. You were always there in front of me. And on my own, I'm in my head. Oh, I obsess over the past. And some days end up good, and some days end up bad. But I end up prisoner, unsatisfied with what could be had. But I left the future behind me, and the air became the breath I needed. Oh, I saw a radiant sunrise when I dared to look beyond my own eyes. And the infinite, it dwells within a seed. You were always there in front of me. Laredo, we're closer than it seems. I'm a broken man with a California dream. Laredo, there's only miles in between. There's a gold rush coming. Is there one for me? I don't know who to blame it on. Can it be greater plains are worth it all? Promised land, oh, I can see it if I reach. It's staring back, a shimmer in a creek. It was early May when I lost my family. It was watered down in a busy magazine. I don't know who to blame it on. Can it be greater plains are worth it all? I don't know who to blame it on. Can it be greater plains are worth it all? Oh, there's a rich white man with a gavel in hand, and so it goes. Are worth it all? I don't know who to blame it on. Can it be greater plains are worth it all? Thank you. Throw the stone. Are we keeping score? Did we move the post? So I don't know anymore. Nice on that spill, by the way. In the dissonance, when I tell you it depends. Are you swimming in your thoughts until the bitter end? Tell me, did you find what you were after at the edge of the wind? Oh, can we come down from our strongholds? I knew you were mine when we met. chest, and I spun around with the ceiling fan, and I wonder, are you dreaming with the radio on again? Tell me, did you find what you were after at the edge of the wind? Oh, can we come down from our strongholds? I knew you were mine when we met. I knew you were mine when we met. Oh, and I can't tell an angel from an alley cat, but I knew you were mine when we met. Thank you. How we doing? Yeah? So happy to see you all. It's just awesome. Thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for bringing your friends. I have a few people to introduce us to. I'm going to start with our sponsor, not just any sponsor. The sponsor is very dear to my heart. Authentics. What they did for us, they're a tech company here in Indianapolis. An incredible place to work. If anybody's looking for a job in tech, like, they are growing like wildfire. It's an amazing place. Check it out. But Amy, the CEO, is a really close friend of mine. They're paying basically for all the production of this, which essentially means that every single dollar in ticket sales is being split evenly across every single musician you've seen up here for the whole night. It's such an honor to be able to say that, and yeah, it's all, because of great sponsors that allow us to do things like that after, a heck of a year for artists. So thanks for supporting us tonight. All right. Want to give it up to my buddy Jacob Clarich, running sound back there. He's crushing it. And now for these guys. On the drums, we have Mr. John Gotsis. Give it up for John. And on bass, who probably rode here on a Harley Davidson with his bass, AJ Miller. And on keys, the jack of all trades, the master of literally all of them also, Isaac Vining. Keys, drums, tracking, show production. Thank you for being here, Isaac. And last but not least, Caleb Schoberg. This guy, I know I'm supposed to say his name at the end, but this guy has just worked so hard on the production of the album. Hopefully you're gonna go home and listen to it tonight, in the morning, stream it while you're sleeping. But he worked so hard producing it. He's a genius. Also happens to be a lights out guitarist, so happy to share this with you, buddy. We've got merch in the back. I have a background in sales, so I'm just gonna say, you should just buy all the shit. We have buy Antlerhead stuff, buy Public Universal Friends stuff. It's such a great way to support artists, and yeah. Anyway, this next song is called Wildflowers. Also, you're gonna see some line art in here, and it's not just like generic line art. My mom did it on an iPad, so how about that? I gave it all I got. Ain't got time. The more I think, the more we're on the road. I see you in the mirror and you see me, and we're walking in the water, losing speed. I watch you while you dance with all my ghosts. My ghost, you're in my mind like wildflowers in the corner of my eye. You're in my mind and you're stealing all my time. Oh, you're stealing all my time. We broke into the maze in the middle of the night. You laid it out and drew hard lines. The more I think, the more we're on those ropes. But you know, I dream of you sometimes, and I can't shake you off. But tonight I'm off this road. Oh, you're in my mind like wildflowers in the corner of my eye. You're in my mind and you're stealing all my time. Oh, you're stealing all my time. I know I'll stay the same. Oh, I know I'll stay the same. Yeah. You're in my mind and you're stealing all my time. Oh, you're stealing all my time. In my mind. Thank you so much. We have just a couple more for you. So I just want to soak in this moment, everybody, not just because it's our album release and we've put all this work into it, although that is true, and we did do that, but it feels so good to experience something live with people. Thank you all for being here. I hope you're having a heck of a time. And I just want to give it up for Antlerhead and Public Universal Friend one more time. Thank you for being here. All right. This next one is called Old Home. It's very much about kind of the, I'm not here to preach any particular message, but I do think there's something going on out there that we don't fully understand. Anyone who's certain they do understand it, I'm a little skeptical of. But I suppose that doesn't stop me from searching constantly and just trying to open up my heart. And the one thing that is consistent, I think, across my entire life and different relationships is when something is rooted in real love for one another, that's what it's all about. Anytime you have a perspective or an opinion, nothing wrong with having strong opinions, but when your goal is just to convince someone else, as opposed to listen first and really understand where they're coming from, I think that's where we get stuck on a one-on-one platform and also as a society. So yeah, this song is just about my own kind of personal journey of searching for stuff and kind of what that looks like. This is honesty. I'm afraid of who I might really be. You're a mystery. I'm a blind man walking this balance beam. Am I getting through? Talking to walls here in the afternoon. Am I getting through? Am I just a stranger who rented a room? Who rented a room? Am I just a stranger who rented a room? Yours is the earth, and yours is the grain. The voice in the wind, the stroke on the page. And I'm paralyzed in this wretched old home. I'm making up words I reckon you wrote. The grain, in the stroke on the page. And I'm paralyzed in this wretched old hole. I'm making up words I reckon you wrote. Thank you so much. We have one more for you. I close my eyes and see white. No colors in the backdrop, no distance I can make up with your mind. You and I were speaking, but I don't know my lines. Honey, I've been feeling it was you this time. I close my eyes and see white. You're drifting in the treetops, but I can't see beyond those city lights. You and I were speaking. Do you know I'm trying? Try to run from the ceiling. Are we out of try to run from the ceiling. Oh, are we out of time? Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, this next one, we're gonna do two for you. Is that all right? Cool. This next one didn't make it on this record, but if you like it, pick a Friday and we'll release it in like a month. It didn't necessarily fit with the overall vibe of the record, but I feel like now more than ever, I know I kind of need this song, the heart of it. So I hope you enjoy it, and maybe be thinking of our friends in the Middle East right now.
Yes!
Yeah, need support. In the light of the morning, in the dark and formless, on the eve of violence, hear our prayers, Spirit, open up our eyes, give us wisdom for today. Will you lead us back to life? In the light of the morning, in the dark and formless, Spirit, open up our eyes. Give us wisdom for today. Will you bring us back to life? In the dawn of the morning, on the eve of silence, when we cannot feel you, oh, hear our prayers. Spirit, open up our eyes. Give us wisdom for today. Father, bring us back to life. I'm barely alive. With all my might, I'm barely alive. With all my might, Spirit, open up our eyes. Give us wisdom for today. Will you bring us back to life? I'm barely alive. With all my might, where were you, God? Thank you. Oh, this is our real last one. And it's definitely the first time we played an encore before. We did not really practice these songs because we didn't want to jinx it. We were like, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So thanks for sticking around. This last one is off of the last record we put out. Again, Logan Hendrickson. He's the co-writer on all the songs on that record. It's a project called The Bike Walk, and this one's called A Horse with Blinders. Hope you like it. Listen, if you want us to keep playing music, sign up on the email list. Let us know. Those types of encouragements for any artist go such a long way, because it's a vulnerable, random thing. Just get up and pour your heart out for a bunch of people. So thank you so much for letting us do that. And if somebody made your night tonight from here on stage in any of these three bands, will you just let them know? It'll mean a ton to them. So thank you. This is our last one. I'm a young boy sitting at the top of the stairs, and he sees me dancing with the devil. He folds a piece of paper and drops it down, afraid I'll answer. There's an old man staring into better parts of me. I'm at the table thinking about a girl. He says a horse don't know if it's wearing blinders. Are you so sure your eyes are open? And wake up, and wake up. I ain't here to just maintain. Watch my life go through a pain. I wanna know what they would say. The boy I was and the man I'm gonna be, I tell him everything. I'm at a win for words more than most anyone, but you make me wanna become who I once was, a God-fearing man. I ain't here to just maintain and watch my life go through a pain. We'll see you next time. My name's Ian Illy. Go listen to the record, get some merch, hang out with your friends, say hi to your loved one.